First at 5, turning the page. The University of Michigan has new leadership. Just hours ago, the Board of Regents held a special meeting to install Kent Syverud as the university's 16th president. Thank you for joining us. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Simon Shaquette. Syverud comes to Ann Arbor after serving as chancellor at Syracuse University for the last 12 years.
This marks the 4th leadership change at U of M in just over a decade. Santa Ono left in May after less than 3 years. And before him, Mark Schlissel, removed in 2022.
7 News Detroit reporter Whitney Burney speaking now and learning what people have to say, what's ahead, checking in with campus, also about this new leader at the helm.
Kent Syverud is no stranger to the University of Michigan. Once a law student and later a professor, he's now set to lead the Wolverines into a new chapter.
Hereby nominate Kent Syverud as the 16th president of the University of Michigan.
It's a new day at the University of Michigan. The Board of Regents naming the school's 16th president, Kent Syverud, on Monday during a special meeting.
I have a vision that we need to have a sharper vision and a clearer sense of priorities.
For the last 12 years, Syverud has led Syracuse University as chancellor and president and credited with fostering record enrollment in applications.
I know Syracuse is a great university, so I can expect, at least hopefully I can expect good things. I would hope for more unity amongst the colleges.
Students now eager to see what he will do at U of M's 3 campuses.
I think it's a good opportunity to start fresh. I mean, the current president, like the interim one, I think is doing a pretty good job, but yeah, like I think we need someone who represents like the university values.
I'd like to say maybe more focus on like the football leadership, but other than that, I mean, just kind of keeping what's going.
Syverud coming to the university at a time when the president's office has seen high turnover, with 3 leaders in the last 4 years and the athletics department facing scandal after scandal. How important is it for Syverud to be giving this university stability in his tenure?
It's the most important thing. We know this is going to be the last job of his career. The key here is integrity, honesty, understanding process, doing the right thing, and being future and forward thinking. What worked in 1985 may not work now, and that's okay, and we're going to get to what's next, but you can only do that when you have a president like Kent Syverud.
Monday, Syverud hit the ground running, heading to U of M Flint.
Job 1 is to come back as much as I can, consistent with my job at Syracuse, and to spend a lot of in-depth time with students, with staff. It is to understand Michigan now, not the Michigan of rosy memories when I lived here. I've been involved with Michigan as an alumnus and a friend since I left, but not at the level I need to do this job.
Syverud is set to end his tenure at Syracuse University in June and begin here in Ann Arbor on July 1st. In Ann Arbor, Whitney Burney, 7 News Detroit.
Whitney,